It's not raining, which is good because my boot leaks in 2 different places. Well, actually 3. The obvious place is the high-level brake light, which can't be bonded in, or rather sealed in, until the car's painted, obviously. So I haven't quite got this lip right. I'm going to ask the body shop to do a better job of that, of filling and smoothing that out. But the shape's pretty good. It's a pretty good fit. It's covered in foil tape, so things don't stick to it. The more challenging problem is down here. I've created these little drains, so a lot of the water now runs around here and down these drains. But as you can see here, there's a dirty great gap, and it's all wet here where water's coming in. That's not going to do my battery tray any good. It's not going to do anything that's in the car any good. It's all pretty damp in there, mostly from there, but also from here. So I need to work out what to do about that. And I think probably the best answer is cut this off here, reshape it to go around to here, and then probably when this is back from the body shop, just extend a bit of fiberglass out here maybe. But main bit is getting this, well actually I probably don't need to reshape it. If this comes straight across there, this will all be hidden with a bit of sealant, a bit of urethane or something. So I need to cut a cardboard template for this to come straight across and up there, and then fiberglass onto this interior panel to make that shape on both sides. Now this might be a silent episode because I'm going to record it while I'm listening to the Grand Prix, because Carlos Sainz is in second place and I'm a bit of a Williams fan. Slight delay in things. I went inside to get a pot to mix my fiberglass in, to find the back door was locked. My whole family's gone out and locked me out. So I'm just waiting for my wife to return a key so I can get back in. And then I'll get moving again. I'm back in. And then even better news, Carlos Sainz came in third for Williams in the Grand Prix. Right, on with some fiberglassing. Nice and ventilated out here, don't feel too much of a need for respirator or anything. Although we'll put some gloves on once I've got into this, which has sealed itself shut. That's better, you can see me now. No, I honestly didn't just stab the side of the cam with a pair of scissors. That would be irresponsible and silly. I stabbed the cam with a pair of scissors. So we're going to go with a layer of tissue, 1 layer of chop strand mat on the underside. I've feathered the edges here so that it should blend in reasonably well. One layer of chop strand mat on top of the feathered bit, and then a layer of another layer of tissue on the top, which will try and reasonably smooth down and come in maybe a little bit further with the tissue, just through a bit of extra bond, and hopefully that will be strong enough. This has moved slightly. Doesn't matter too much because we're going to overbuild. I've just put markers down from my template. We're going to overbuild it, and then we can trim it back to be a perfect fit. But I wanted to make sure that I've got enough material all the way around to do that. So I've poured out some resin, probably going to need a little bit more, but that's okay. It's now accessible with a bit of tape without having to take the lid off. I'm going to measure precisely the amount of catalyst because, you know, got to be very careful with these things, and get anything I don't want to destroy out of the way, because I'm not the neatest with fiberglass, and then start pasting up. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That tape can go away. Cardboard's okay. Camera remote probably shouldn't be there. I had a brush somewhere. Put that spare mat over here. So going for about 1%, 1.5%. I think that's right. Of course, it's quite a warm day. I don't want to overdo it, and I'm in no rush because I can just leave this out here. And do you know what, if this doesn't go on the car before it goes away for paint, it's not the end of the world, right? That can come off. Or I put some down, just stipple this. Just realised I do need a bit more tape actually to stop this sticking to the wood. Probably best doing this before you put gloves on. Do the same on the other side. Not the smoothest, but it's all going to get sanded back anyway. Back to stippling. You've noticed from the template that this corner is going to have to flick up. We're going to have to sort of cut, bend and epoxy it, because I couldn't, well, I could work out how to make a template in 3D, but I couldn't be bothered. And I figure it'd be easier just to cut halfway through it, bend it, and epoxy that bend. Maybe put a bit of extra reinforcement over it, we'll see. Maybe that's a terrible idea, I don't know. Bit too much resin there. Spread it out a little bit. I don't know how much of this you can see from over there. This might make terrible video. Right, oops. Let's throw some CSM on. Right, let's pop our part on. Line it up with our template that we drew out. On that side. there on that side. Now what's interesting is that needs building up a little bit more on this side. It's going to need just pressing down a bit. But on this side, because this isn't flat, it's not joining, so we're going to have to put a little wedge under here to pull this up. Maybe it might be easier. There we go. It's better. So now we can probably add an extra layer of CSM to match the width of the thickness that's remaining of this, then another layer on top, then add a layer of tissue. Butt some up to there, like that. My first experience of fiberglassing was on a project for my, I can't remember if it was my GCSE or my A-level, maybe my GCSE. It got entered for Young Engineer for Britain, and I didn't win anything, but it did get mentioned in dispatches, and I still got a little plaque somewhere for making it to the regional finals. Everyone made it to the regional finals, but you know, you had to try. It was a reward for effort, really. I then built a couple of my own wakeboards, albeit very heavy ones with wooden, and in one case even an aluminium core. Would have sliced your head off if you'd fallen on the heavier one, and even the lighter one was pretty chunky, but you could ride them if you're willing to take the risk. This time it was a fresh battery that died, albeit not an official Sony one. Anyway, that's all laid up and curing. I'm going to have to leave this now, so the results won't be in this episode. I may not even get a chance to finish it up before it goes. Oh, I need to just stipple that down a little bit more. May not even get a chance to finish it up before it goes to paint. This piece may get done separately. We shall see. Fingers crossed I can get this done this week though. That was the very last job for me to do on the Spider though, before it goes off for paint, which you'll do Thursday this week. So it is. Oh, hello giant spider, look at you. Sorry if anyone's arachnophobic, but that's a monster. Anyway, yeah, last job for me to do on the Spider before it goes in. I'm going to go in and help them strip it down. They're going to do things like, you know, make the arches actually round, make the panels line up, and cut this piece out for me. I haven't actually built anything to go in there yet, so that'll be a fairly urgent job when this comes out. Yeah, I need to design something to go in there. I've had a few goes, couldn't get a good template though, and 3D scanning it didn't work either. Anyway, I'll work something out. Hood obviously needs protecting because the hood's in lovely shape. It was new not that long ago. There is an annoying scuff on the hood, just here, which they all seem to get. But other than that, it's in great shape, so I need to protect that. Obviously need to protect these lovely wheels as well. I remain in love with these wheels, even though the front ones rub. And yeah, and I've got a few bits of interior to finish up. Trimming out the, you probably can't see through the window, but trimming it around the roll hoops. The fit on the boot lid isn't great. It's better once the rubber's in. For some reason that evens it out. Also have to take the lights out, take the charge port out before it goes for paint. Fingers crossed they can tidy this up so that the high level brake light can go in and stop that leaking. Yeah, that's it though. After 5 years, it's almost finished before I pull it apart and do it all over again. That's it for this little Spider interlude. There might be more Spider next week as it goes into the body shop. You may get some GT progress, I don't know. But I have to say, I'm really enjoying doing this again, making videos again, really enjoying all the feedback, so thank you for that. And yeah, catch you on the next one.